Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to get your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war? We surrender. Important news are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to matehood.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9. And I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello, world. And welcome to Cinema. Oh, we got some background noise. Welcome to Sinema Saturday for Saturday, January 9th, 2021. Today we are going to be watching Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And welcome to the panel, both Commodore Ty and Positive Candor, who are currently muted, but when you're ready to speak, and all Qapla, Positive Candor.
Hello all.
Good to see you. Welcome, Commodore Ty. Okay, and let's get to the chat before we get going here. Not Ryan Johnson was first and says, hello, Qapla. Hashtag Hail Caroga. Hashtag hit that like button. Hashtag share and subscribe. Thank you, Not Ryan Johnson. Caroga Knight says, Viva Caroga. Viva, at least it's not Star Trek Discovery. Absolutely. Actor says, Not Ryan Johnson. Hail Caroga. You turn to the dark side. Calling the Jedi Council right now. Damn it, they're on lockdown. Daniel's Hot Topics. Hello there, Qapla. Daniel's Hot Topics. Dan23 says the Republic gunship has missiles and energy weapons, yet when chasing Dooku, they can't shoot him down because they're out of missiles. I'll keep an eye out for that. Daniel says there's a rumor that Han Solo will appear in The Mandalorian Season 3. Daniel, The Mandalorian Season 3 is so far away. There's nothing but rumor. Dee Myers is Qapla Bird of Prey. How are you and the family doing on this wonderful Saturday afternoon? I'm doing okay, Dee. Sisso Prey just got out of the shower. Mamo Prey been taking it easy. Nephew Prey was taking a bit of a nap. Sisso Prey expects to be leaving soon for the weekend, so we'll see how it goes. Immortal Technique says, hi, everybody. Qapla, Immortal Technique. Eastland Burkholder says, I hope all the family is well. We are, Eastland. Thank you for asking. Vincent Galpew, I believe, Galpew says, Qapla, Vincent. And the correct spelling of Qapla, even better. 54.5 Access Radio says, Jar Jar Binks, greater than Michael Burnham You know, I might have to agree. Dee Dee Myers says, Immortal Technique, greetings and hello. Hope you're doing well. Commodore Ty says, hello, all. Thank you, Commodore. Dee Dee Myers says to Vincent Gallipo, greetings and hello. Hope you're doing well and in good spirits. Immortal Technique says, hey, hello to Dee Dee Myers. I am well, thank you, and yourself. Dee Dee says, Commodore Ty, greetings and hope you and your have a wonderful day. Absolutely. Dee Dee Myers also says to Immortal Technique, you're welcome, and they're doing great. Awesome, Dee Dee. Hello, everyone, says John DeMarco. Qapla, John. 47 New York Times says, hello, young sir. May the force be with you. Thank you. And with you, 47 Yorktown. Commodore Ty is also says he's doing well. Telford Cully, Qapla, says, do you guys like this? Honestly, episode 2 is not the worst. Well, these days, it's not the worst Star Wars episode movie by far.
The only thing that's not making it the worst is episode 8. That's the only reason it's not the worst.
Really? You put this? You think episode 1 is better than this?
Barely, just because of Duels of the Fate music.
I'd put this above episode 1, possibly even above episode 3. And obviously above 7, 8, and 9. Well, 8 and 9.
This is not above 7 and 9. 7 and 9 were at least decent movies.
Definitely above. It's definitely above 9.
9 was decent. The only movie this is better than
are varied.
The only one that this is better than is The Last Jedi, because The Last Jedi was horrific.
I can see some of our opinions are varied here, but it's good. We'll see how it goes. And Joseph Patrick with a €5 super chat. Thank you, Joseph. Says, may the fart be with you. Will not watch. Erica wants to watch SG1. Would you sing for her on Monday? Happy birthday. Live long and prosper. Absolutely, Joseph. Remind me on Monday. I will absolutely sing Erica a happy birthday on Bed Life on Monday. And welcome to the panel, Captain Trek. Qapla, Captain.
Qapla.
Dan23 says, hello. Captain, did you end your stream just for this?
Yes,
it's been going for hours and hours and hours. You didn't have to end your stream for this. It was a record stream you had going on. Thank you. Dan23 says, hello, Qapla, Dan23. Immortal Technique. Hail, Alberto Pray 5. Hail, Immortal Technique. Dan23 says, previous comment, I said missiles. When the movie, it may be rockets. Yeah, either way, I understand what you're saying. Resolute Germ says, hello, all. Qapla, Resolute. And Resolute Germ was streaming Star Wars Clone Wars earlier today. I keep confusing Clone Wars with Attack of the Clones. In fact, I'm pretty sure I called this movie Clone Wars for the last 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Dan23 says, I played the Lego video games with this movie in. I have not. Deej Odyssey says, Jar Jar. Qapla Deej. John DeMarco says, I think this one is better than episode 1. I do too. I do too. Resolute says, this is the 5th of the best. The 5th best of the 6th.
Thank you, Resolute Germ.
D Vin says, hello everyone. I love the 2 Sith overthrow the whole Jedi goofball council team Sith. And there was Joseph's super chat. Thank you, Joseph. Rezo Germ says those new movies are as much Star Wars as STD is Star Trek. I don't know if it's that extreme on the 7th movie, but the others, yeah. Dan23 says, in the nightclub bar, different sports are on the video screens. One of the pod racing is footage from a video game. Interesting. The Bee's Nest film says Bird apologizes for being white. Yes, please. I do apologize for the color I was born. I will note that most white people, like real Anglican white people, do not consider Italians to be white, but other people who are not white do consider Italians to be white. So apologies to both people. One, for not being white, and two, for being white. It's a tough situation to be in. Bee's Nest is what I get no StreamYard link. You bitch, lol. Yeah, sorry, Bee's Nest. On today. Deej Odyssey says it's okay. I didn't get one either. Yes, you did, Deej. It's in your Twitter. It's in your Twitter. CDJ says Attack of the Clowns. Not too bad a film, better than one. I agree. Dan23 says this movie has got some good deleted scenes about Padmé. Okay. Cinnabon Bunny. Hello, Cinnabon Bunny. Qapla. Good to see you. And he says, I think this and the next one are the best Star Wars movies. Wow.
What are you smoking, Cinnabon Bunny?
It's some interesting opinions. I'm going to get this ready. So
at least it didn't say episode 8 was. I mean, good God.
I accidentally forgot to hit the enter key on Deej's link. Apologies, Deej.
So, in other words,
okay, he didn't get the link. Let me make sure that the rest went out. Yes, okay. It was just Deej somehow. My apologies, Deej. And there he is.
In other words, you just decided to send me the link after I called you out on it.
I swear I had the link in there. I was double checking. I was going to send it again. And when I tried to paste it in, it was already there. I was like, oh shit. I didn't hit enter, or the enter didn't register. So Bee's Nest says they've got a 1K sub movie tonight. That's an interest. What movie would that be, Bee's Nest? Feel free. You should have a that could be. You should have a wrench, Bee's Nest. If you don't, I will try and fix that. Deej says, Bird of Prey, the last I got from you was a Futurama. Sorry about that, Deej. CDJ says, no way, the original and the ESB were epic. Carl Albanese says, Bird of Prey, hello. I've seen it before on DVD, and it's good. This movie? Roin Chi says, episode 8 was so terrible, it even made episode 7 worse than the first 6. Yeah, somehow it did make episode 7 worse.
That's why episode 8 is the worst. Because by proxy, 7 and 9 bad.
I will grant you 8 is the worst, but it doesn't make 2 bad. Eastland says, is the movie where he says the ability to fly a craft has little to do with the situation, and then they open the hatches and airlock to increase air resistance? I don't remember it that close. To be honest, it's been many years since I've watched this. Hail Caroga, Carlo. Cinnabon says, I thought the original movies were boring.
I agree.
You agree? Do you know what you're agreeing to, Sisso Prey?
Bad.
Yeah, the Star Wars.
I fell asleep. When I woke me up, I was like, come on, watch it.
To the original Star Wars movies? So you think that the prequel movies were better than the original?
Popular Star Wars movies are. They were boring.
Oh, you heard her, guys. Whatever. She agrees with Cinnabon.
Blasphemy.
Although it may be unfair of me to say that, because there's a portion I didn't see.
Because she was asleep. Well, that's like Lord of the Rings. I didn't like Lord of the Rings, but I did leave after like 30 minutes.
Right.
So who knows? And then I saw the last hour because I thought it would be over any minute. Carlos says that first message was sent by my son. He says hello and hail Caroga. Hail Caroga to Carlo and his son.
Hail on Caroga.
Dan23 says Kellera Knightley is Natalie Portman's stunt double. John DeMarco says John DeMarco said the original movies were boring. I guess they needed more Senate debates of taxation. Yeah. I don't know what I said. Wesley Crusher says, Bird of Prey, greetings to the O'Prey family and loyal Carogans. Qapla, Wesley, good to see you. I assuming you're headed to work today. Am I correct? And Cinnabon gives a thumbs up to Cecil Prey. Springtime says, Bird of Prey, don't be afraid. You only have one movie left. This is true. After this is done. Eastland says, we respect divergent opinions here. She finds them boring, except the parts she slept through.
Are you not watching 4, 5, and 6?
No, we watched 4, 5, and 6 already.
No, okay.
We watched them right after we finished the original Star Trek movies.
Then why aren't we doing 1?
We watched one a month ago.
Months ago.
We did one we did one right before Christmas movies started.
Okay.
Wesley puts in all the custom emojis. Thank you, Wes. Hail on Caroga. We need the rain, says Wes. Springtime says, Bird of Prey, can we get long live Mamo Prey? Absolutely. Long live Mamo Prey. She says thank you.
Hail,
Dan23 says Yoda number 1. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I'm off today, but I need to take Mom to get her glasses and then get her groceries. Okay, Wes. Sorry you'll be missing this, but glad you were able to stop by. And Dan23 says, yeah, you did episode 1 not long ago. And John DeMarco says, long live Mamo Prey. Absolutely. And I'm seeing baby Grogu. I'm going to move baby Grogu up a little since people like to see baby Grogu from time to time. And I absolutely will not bring up how baby Grogu got to be in Deej's hands. We will not tell that story ever again. Hail Sassy, says Carlo Albanese. Absolutely. And Wesley Crusher also says, long live Mamo Prey and Charlie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so with that, guys, let's go ahead and get, if you're new here, head to the screening room. The address is at the bottom of the YouTube windows, birdoprey5.com/SR. Open it in a new tab or a new window, or if otherwise you have your own copy of the movie or Disney Plus or whatever you're going to watch it, get ready to hit play. I will count down. If we head to the screening room now, you will be synced up. If you can't watch it through the screening room, there will be screenshots every 10 seconds or so on the main screen in the YouTube window, so you have some idea where we are in the movie as we comment on the movie. And if you want me to read your chat or something during the movie, please put at BirdoPrey5, and I will do my best to read your chat out loud as the movie plays. So we're going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
8.
When was the last time you saw this movie?
I haven't seen this movie probably since it came out.
Do you remember it at all?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Do you even remember anything in it at all?
Not really. Okay, well, this is not off to a great start. Apparently, this is the Spanish version. I do believe the language is English, though.
So
You got the wrong language there.
Epistudio Due.
So we're gonna do
El Antigua de los Clones. Attack of the Clones. I Indueco and El Salento Galáctico. Various miles de Stama Solaris on Declaro. You know what? I think we all remember what this says.
Punch up the English first.
It says Star Wars Attack of the Clones. A bunch of shit happens. There's good guys, there's bad guys. Yoda comes. Who's in this movie? The guy who's mad about snakes on his plane is in this movie. That's what it says. Get these MF and snakes out of my MF and Jedi temple.
Oh boy, we're going to be watching the
Please
Spanish
be in
version.
English. Please be in English.
This has got to be funny if it's not. Oh, God.
Yes. Okay. Springtime says bird of prey. Be strong, bird. Strong mama prey will help you buy the right version next time. I was wondering why this version was so many megabytes less. Dan23 says Samuel L. Jackson would only do Star Wars if he could have a purple lightsaber. These look like fancy airplanes. None of these look like starships. Starships need to have nacelles and secondary hulls. Wesley says, Bird of Prey. I actually really like this movie. Not the best Star Wars, but not the worst. This should have been episode 1. I know if you read the Star Wars Usenet groups back in the day, and they would tell you what order to watch the Star Wars movies in, most of them suggested you just skip episode 1 and just start with episode 2.
Yeah, they say to go to 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Wesley says Count Dooku was a neat villain. Dooku. Senator Amidala. She's a little young to be a senator, isn't she?
She's just AOT in a galaxy far away.
Why does she have R2-D2? Why are you talking with this guy? Can't you tell he's a bad guy? He's wearing black.
They can't do it.
Well, Bird, if wearing black constitutes being a bad guy, then Luke Skywalker's a bad guy.
Yep.
I maintain my remark.
Okay.
Why is Jar Jar in this movie?
Jar Jar is the best character ever. So says Alexander.
He's
We're
only
initially
in
gonna
it
make
for a
him
little
a
bit.
spoiler,
He's only in
but
it
he
for a
was so
little bit.
bad. It's like, oh,
Just
we
so they
can't do
could
that.
resell more Jar Jar Abrams, Jar Jar Binks action figures.
Well, I'm sure that there would be a lot of uses for Jar Abrams figures, but yeah, this is Jar Jar Binks.
Springtime says her and Vader are a creepy couple.
Well,
Wesley says, Bird of Prey, maybe it's a good thing I'm not on the panel. I would be explaining everything to you. Wesley, if you want to come up. Qapla, Kronos.
Hello, Kronos. Haven't seen you in a while.
Kronos.
Who let the Kronos out?
Orville Nation with a $5 super chat says, great choice today, Bird. Thank you, Orville Nation. And Orville Nation, if you wanted to come up, you can find space. Nest of Gundarks. Wes, it's in your Skype.
I hated that little ponytail of his. I just wanted to run up behind him and cut it off with scissors.
And LGD. Jeez, in the house.
Hey, Pickles.
I hope your teeth are feeling better.
Hey, he showed up and we didn't even have to say pickle juice 3 times.
Wesley, your Skype, Wes. Okay, your Twitter.
F Twitter. Go to Parlor.
Can't. Yeah.
I got a whole 7.
Not so much
Anakin,
LGD. It's Attack
Anakin
of
is
the Clones
wearing
for what?
black too, Bird, you know.
Uh,
You see that, right?
Well, Bird stand by his thing. Anybody wearing black is a bad guy. So Luke Skywalker and all
He's
of them
wearing brown.
are bad. Spoilers. Luke got baby Grogu so he could turn him into a milkshake.
Cool.
Oh, now this guy's got an eye patch. Nah, perhaps not.
No, PJ, I'm not having an Anakin ponytail. I'll stick with my mullet.
Well, how
Well,
much?
you
I
can
just
check
posted,
your
link.
Skype or your Twitter, Wes.
I just posted a link to my channel. If anyone hasn't subbed yet, I'm only 21 away from 100.
Let's get Commodore Ty up to that 100.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got Deej to 600 yesterday.
Yeah, I was at 600. I dropped back below 600. Then I made it to
Son of a
600
bitch.
again. but then I made it to 600 again because some random person.
The problem is that people are. Oh, well, no, never mind. That's Twitter, not YouTube.
One of the few saving points of this film, you get to meet Jango Fett.
They could have improved this 100% if they'd done one thing. Killed Jar Jar.
Covered the cameras. We can't watch her while she dresses now. Dan 23 says, Bird of Prey, guy with eye patch, a look that Samuel L. Jackson would have later in his career. Absolutely. And welcome Mobile Wesley to the stream.
Hello.
Awesome.
Hopefully I don't give you any feedback.
No, it sounds okay.
All right. Last thing I heard was DJ complaining about the Padawan braid.
I didn't even hear that, but go on.
Yeah, so any species that grows hair is supposed to grow this little braid on the back of like their neck. So
Why?
when they're knighted, when they become a Jedi Knight, they cut it off with a lightsaber.
Well, what about if you don't grow hair, like Yoda?
Yaddle
Yoda
had hair.
used to grow hair.
Yaddle had hair, so.
Orville Nation says we need a Grogu emoji for members. Orville Nation is going to be a long time before we can get a new emoji. We made emojis during the initial rush of members. We were up to like 25 or 20 something members. We're now down to 16 as the first month people dropped off. So it's going to be quite a while before we can add a new emoji.
So
I'm guessing next week will be Revenge of the Sith.
I like to kind of break it up a little. So I was thinking of doing something different than Revenge of the Sith.
He's doing the holiday special next week.
Yep.
We're not doing the holiday special.
Oh God, no. Mr. Lundell already did that.
Oh,
so
well, that's my favorite movie.
He's already posted that.
I knew Bird hated Ewoks.
If we're doing the prequel, does that mean we're going to have to do the sequel at some point?
No, we're never doing the sequels.
Never say never. You said you'd never do Crystal Skull, and look what happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Would have to be 10 years old to even be considered. So we got a long way to go before.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. See, I just want to cut that damn hair off there.
Use a little. That was your damn ponytail.
Resolute Germs is Bird of Prey can't handle Star Wars 2 weeks in a row. Well,
Yep.
it wouldn't be my first. I'm going to leave you completely unguarded while I go chase after the guy who decided to jump. Oh no, we lost.
Oh, we lost
somebody.
Wesley.
We lost Wesley. Wesley.
That's Obi-Wan. Can't you tell?
Yes, John.
He
This
just
is,
jacked
I
that
think,
car.
the template turbolift shafts in Discovery.
Yeah, this is all inside the turbo lift.
This is all inside Discovery, people.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just talking to Kronos.
Tango Wanga Wanga?
Tango Muka, wow.
Is that the gun the Mandalorian has? No.
Yeah, similar to it.
Hey, look, he's
Nah, if it was, he would just explode.
Well, she is working with a Mandalorian.
You can't reach him.
That shot with all the
Don't
lava.
even try.
It looks like a shot from a volcano. I'm expecting Tommy Lee Jones to show up.
Shut up, Anakin. That's putting him in his place.
Damn nerd, says Kronos. I don't know. These Jedi, though, they're definitely dangerous behind the wheel. Kronos says, bird of prey, I have the high ground. Damn it. It's all over.
You know, but I remember that someone actually
I have the high
when
ground.
Obi-Wan said, I have the high ground, I've won. It's like Darth Maul had the high ground too, you know.
It's only suicide if they die.
I think I just trusted Kronos' statement there.
Oh, yeah, let's just fly through the fire for no apparent reason. It just looks a lot worse than it is.
It's a flush
Is this
room.
Stardust City from Picard?
You think?
Kronos says, I have to buy this trilogy.
You don't own the prequel trilogy yet?
And Sinema says, why are they
Wow.
stalking that woman? Because all Jedi are creeps. Wesley had to go. It's okay, Wes. Thanks for stopping by.
Take care, Wes.
Wesley has left the building.
How often does he do this?
Well, maybe ask him.
You know, you can't go that slow just by holding your arms out.
Cinnabon, they're stalking the woman because they're creepy.
Don't you know you're drilling with a Jedi lady?
A lot of people underestimate the Jedi. They think they're just other warriors.
Wes says he will answer all our questions later. Okay, we'll do Dear Wes.
That's right. Kronos, I can hear the pew-pews through my headset too. But luckily, I don't think the audio is bleeding through enough to get caught by YouTube. And then the awkward silence. Oh, look, there's a TARDIS in the background.
One of my favorite scenes is coming up about the death sticks.
Their flying cars, whatever, actually operate like that. I doubt it. For one, why would they have open cockpits? Yeah, that does look like a video game.
I didn't know Oda was in the movie.
A changeling. That damn Dominion.
Sticks.
If only if he was blue, he'd be an Andorian.
True. What the hell are death sticks, by the way?
Well, they're like breadsticks, just harder.
So you'd soak them in tomato sauce?
Yep. Soak
Cool.
the death sticks in tomato sauce, they become tolerable.
Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, Episode 2. Lucas hides an X-Wing and a TIE fighter in the background of one shot on Coruscant.
All these
and
scenes.
Dan also says, Bird of Prey, yeah, I'm watching on YouTube and I can hear some of the sound.
You know, all these city pictures and scenes, I keep expecting some redhead in a little white skimpy outfit named Lilu to show up.
Can't be through me. I'm muted.
The headset on.
Well, I know it can't be me because I don't even have the screening room up. Now, this is a scene where Bruce Willis should have stormed in and said, "Yippee-ki-yay, mother."
I barely hear it, if at all, so I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, like I said before, mostly all I could hear was the pews from the shots and the occasional yelling, but nothing was coming through. See, Yoda has hair.
Not enough.
You're upsetting someone, Bird.
Who?
What was that, Deej?
You're upsetting Grogu.
I'm sorry, Grogu.
No, he's not.
Oh, Cinnabon, I don't even want to think about Yoda braiding other hair. No. No.
No.
Corona
No.
says, have you ever heard the story of Darth Burtis, the derp? No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I've heard the story. Darth Burtis, the derp, he writes a derpicorn.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, a cross-eyed unicorn.
Derpy.
See, don't you miss Alexander right now? He'd be up on the screen talking about how Jar Jar's the best character out of all.
Deej, no. No.
Carlo wants to hear French Jar Jar. Anakin's playing with his balls again.
Nothing women like better than
think
hearing
you're grown
people
up?
complain. I'm going to show you.
What?
Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, original trilogy Yoda does have some gray, wispy hair, but yeah, I know. He has a lot of, he has some thin gray hairs. Like Morn. Morn doesn't have enough hair, though, to grow anything of value.
Yeah, but a younger Morn could have had a full set of hair. Come on, Bird. When you were younger, you had more hair.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't eat latinum.
How do we know?
What did she ever see in him? Like, John's right. He was just a whiny teenager at this point.
Well, he is a movie star.
True.
She should have went down with the Titanic. Kronos doesn't miss his hair. Too much maintenance.
Well, why? It's fun.
Yeah, if Padmé was living in 21st century Earth, she'd become a high school teacher.
Yes, Kronos, that's Jane Foster.
Jawa juice.
What?
Where did they get a 1950s diner from? Oh my God.
Why not?
Sorry, we're quiet, Thomas. There's a lot of background noise on my side right now.
K&K just tipped you $1.
Cool. Kate is awesome. But, yeah.
KK donated $1. Thank you so much, KK. KK says the Force is female. How can you call it Star Wars without Rey? Toxic men. It is true. I do believe, though, that Padmé might be related to Rey.
So is KK Kathleen Kennedy?
I don't think she can use her real name, but I think we could assume.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm honored to be called a toxic male. Thank you.
Well, I'm mortified because I identify as an attack helicopter. So
Vincent hates the scene in the 50s diner. It's absurd. Yeah, well, a lot of things are absurd in Star Wars.
yes, Darth Maul, I think they did reuse the diner from Christmas.
Sounds a lot like what's happening in this day and
Where's
age.
Jeff Franklin when we needed the librarian? So one droid is telling another droid that there's no droids?
There are no droids. These are not the droids you're looking for.
I don't think they say that. Tony wasn't supposed to look at her like that.
Why not?
It made her uncomfortable. I suspect these little ones have a bright future.
Yeah, and baby Grogu's hiding in the background.
Hello, young ones. Explain. What do you know about the planet? It's round. Ah, found it.
Cool.
Almost like there was a black hole. And Kurtzman donated $1 and says, "Shut up, everyone. I'm trying to get ideas for my new awesome Trek shows." Okay, Kurtzman. 50s Diner. We better see it in Strange New Worlds. I bet you did it, Yoda. Where were you?
No, Grogu did it.
A perfect crime.
Grogu erased the archives. You know, accidentally, of course.
Canoic Sapien says this YouTuber called Bandit Incorporated did 3 videos on his Star Wars prequel fanfic. And if anyone wants a good story, to check it out.
Aren't queens there for life?
I wondered how she went from queen to senator.
Okay, I just started something on Twitter that's going to be fun.
Yeah, John, I think you're right that the queens on Naboo are like presidents for apparent reasons. Kind of defeats the purpose of calling them a queen if they have terms.
She's the queen. She's the queen that is in Book's cargo hold. The cat.
Someone snoring?
Nope.
Because Bradley thinks so.
Nope. I'm having problems with the page loading, but
Cronus says, why doesn't Ector have a wrench? Ector had to have a wrench at some point.
For who's ever snoring, let's see some Z's in the chat.
I like that.
He's been wrenched. Maybe the other Ector name had the wrench.
Oh.
Sassy's barking like crazy, so I'm keeping muted for a minute.
No. What? Sassy barking at.
Sisso Prey is loading the car to leave.
Who do you think is sleeping right now?
Thomas Potts figured it out. It's Jedi Bill. Definitely sleeping.
Ah, cool.
Jedi Bill's not on the stream.
That's why he's sleeping.
That's why he's sleeping. It doesn't have to make sense.
Hope you're doing good.
Hector says cloners look like big highborn alpacas.
Well, is that directed at bird or just?
It's just random conversation.
Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, those aliens look like Earthworm Jim.
That's how they make Slim Jims.
Oh, great. The forced love scene. This is probably the worst part of the whole damn movie. It's like, these two people are like, they have as much attraction as oil and water right now.
Well, he uses the Force to get her to love him. What the hell good use is the Force if you can't do that?
Oh. The scene is just pure cringe.
See, Scott Baio had the Force in the movie Zapped. He could use it to make women's clothes fall off. There's a movie for you to watch, Bird. Zapped.
What movie?
Zapped.
Yes, Hector.
Never
this
heard of
is perfect cringe.
It was a movie from the 80s. Accident happened. Scott Baio gets
I think
powers. Like
at least the scene did give us thousands of memes, John. That's the only good thing I believe that came out of this scene.
He's using the Force mental powers to tell her he wants to kiss him.
And this scene right here is why I hate this movie the most out of all of them.
Why?
This scene now or the scene that just finished?
Yeah, man. If it wasn't for the John Williams score, this scene would have been like unbearable to watch. Like completely unbearable. Yep, I agree with John as well that John Williams tried his best to sell that love scene, which
I agreed.
it's like water and gasoline.
The force mind trick. Yes, Dan.
Oh, Bird, next week, by popular demand, you're going to get a farm life video.
Cool.
Farm life video. Sweet.
At least the scenery looks nice.
Well, what I'm doing this coming up week, it's not going to be nice.
Are you going to be manually inseminating cows?
No, but you're right along the right lines. It's going to be...
Shit.
Hey, Thomas, as far as I knew, I think there's like
You're
a
gonna be
4 or
fixing
5
wool.
year difference between Padmé and Anakin
Shots and pregnancy
after
tests.
the first episode, of course.
Shots and pregnancy tests just for you, Bird. The
Hail,
cattle.
Caroga.
Hail on Caroga. It has to hail on Caroga so the poor orphans can have an
For those
extra
who
snow.
think Bird is falling
Thomas, the
asleep,
same
put his ear in
people
the
who
chat.
elected a congressperson.
I don't know, Thomas. It's all over the place. If I guess she's more wise in than her age is.
Thomas, the same
I don't
people
know.
elected her as queen as elected a 20-something bartender to Congress. Same people.
The old pretend I'm dead so we can roll around in the grass trick.
Roll, roll, roll in the hay.
I don't think those Chronos. They just look more like giant ticks.
Well, at least they ain't big bugs that look like cattle.
Mm-hmm.
It's Boba.
Kronos hates me now because I beat him to it.
Okay, now that definitely sounds like somebody snoring.
Ha! There.
We had that problem last night in the waiting room too. But
I
everybody
like
yelled.
your idea, Thomas, because even if you look in our own world history, that there have been monarchs that have taken control at a very young age, like 7, 8, 9 years of
King Tut.
age.
King
And it
Tut.
always
I would
works
have
out
put
perfectly.
her maybe in her late teens, and have Anakin in his early teens in Episode 1. And to help her people, you would have her step down as queen and go into the Senate as a senator.
Right.
All right, we got to pause the movie. Kronos said he'll be right back.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, Carlos, because she specifically said they said at the earlier on that they were about to amend the Constitution so she could stay in term, so she can have a longer term as queen.
Right.
No, Bradley, it's not a dog snoring. I ate burritos at 4 a.m.
Oh. That's your breathing.
Uh-oh, we've lost the captain. Now we just have to take orders from the Commodore.
Charlie for a minute. So if Captain comes back, tell him I'll be 1 minute.
Oh, we lost Captain Trek. I think this whole them trying to force this romanticism with the two is all cringe. Instead of trying to grow it organically, they're just trying to force us to believe that, because we know that they two are going to be the parents of Luke and Leia, but I think they did a lot better conveying that in the next movie than this movie. And Thomas, if you don't get Nickelodeon, they will be airing that Bears game on. I'm currently watching, as I'm watching this video, I'm also having the Buffalo Indianapolis game in the background. So if anyone wants to know, Buffalo's up 24-10.
Oh, Yes, Thomas, I will watch the Bears, even though I already know that they're going to lose because they're the Bears.
Why does he have to? Why is he required to watch it on Nickelodeon, Thomas?
Because I think that's what they're playing it on. I don't know. Oh, Thomas says
It's a lot. Okay. I'll accept that.
Maybe I don't have Nickelodeon.
Am I the only one talking out of this panel?
No, I'm talking every once in a while. Bird's busy with Charlie. Positive is intently watching the movie. And Captain Truck hasn't reappeared yet. But we can't have Grogu for cuteness.
That was a funny episode. They never brought that back up that Homer Simpson could still be the owner of the the Denver Broncos, because that'd be something fun to bring up in a episode, because not many people remember that. So it'd be funny to do that.
Yeah, this part's so cringe. Carlo, Bert will answer that question when he gets back.
That is true. That is a possible fan theory, Thomas. But I'd just like to see them bring that up again. Maybe have him sell the team, or make that, or if the Broncos win the Super Bowl, have him there holding the Lombardi Trophy or something. Of course, they dress a lot more casual in the morning because they just probably woke up. Well, they might have just got out of bed. They might not have been sleeping. Um, Kronos. That's a hard question. The only movie of the sequel trilogy that I think is worse by far than this is the Last Jedi.
Carlo Albanese asks, Bird of Prey, does Yoda have a stick? I assume he does sometimes.
Now, why would you name a character Asshole Ka?
For me, Thomas, Episode 3 is the best of the prequel movies for me. I would not put it above the original trilogy, but the prequels and the Disney ones, it is the best of those 6.
Lies. The holiday special is the best. No, I don't actually believe that, but somebody has to be the weird one up here. Water on a metal roof kind of makes things slippery.
Well, if you're all liking my commentary, you can all subscribe to my channel where I say a lot more of this, how it is for various other shows. And we're back on Tatooine.
I like how they threw a little World War I helmet on him.
I agree with you about that, Lord Voth. I said like, not lick, Bradley.
No, Hector, I do not need a Watto costume.
Hey, Deej, would you wear a Watto costume?
No. Well, if the price is right. Possibly. Never know. It could happen.
And I'm back for a few minutes. At least. Oh, that's the same ship from Mandalorian.
It's Saturn, just in a different color.
No, Tim. Well, actually, I'd wear a Watto costume before I'd wear a Leia Slate bikini. How's that?
They're being tracked.
Okay, let's do this. If you want to see Deej as Watto, put a 1. If you want to see him as Darth Maul, put a 2.
If you want to see Bird of Prey 5 in a Leia Slade bikini outfit, press 3.
No, that's not happening. So
I want to see how many 3s pop up.
it's all 1s and 2s. And they're all Thomas.
Tim said 0. He doesn't want to see any of it. A -3 popped up.
Never go into the big hole in an asteroid. This really does look like space engineers.
It's only missing bird crashing. I agree with Resolute. If you vote for the Slade bikini, seek psychiatric help.
Thomas Bot says, Bird of Prey. Notice how they aren't crashing. That's because it's a movie, Thomas. Can't he use the force to explode it or something?
Bradley asked, the real question is, would Bird wear a Slade bikini at all times if it allowed him to walk?
No.
Sure, but I'd put clothes over it. I'd wear it underneath my clothes.
Oh no, it's like Ralph's super suit. It don't work unless it's exposed out.
I don't know what that is, so.
You never watched The Greatest American Hero?
No, of course I never watched it.
Bird. Well, the show is 40 years old this year, so you would have been a little young.
I don't need that mental image, Thomas.
Carlo says, be careful of asteroids. Carlo, I visited the space base you created. Very cool. For some reason, after I opened the doors, the oxygen didn't come back on. I let all the oxygen out. I closed the doors behind me. It's just something you should note. I don't know. Maybe it's out of ice.
Maybe he stole all the ice.
I didn't steal any ice. I didn't have any ice to leave with me though either.
He was a little upset the day he was trying to mine for ice, and somebody kept shooting at him to get him out of the asteroids. So they steal all the The even funnier thing was he was going to come back to fight you guys and then realized that his ship that stood the best chance didn't have a jump drive.
Oh. Uncle Owen and Peru.
Thomas Bot says bird of prey sensors can be set to open and close doors. Well, I don't know how. Carlos says bird of prey. I only built it, not filled it yet. I think I still need a few more motors to finish it off. I need to fill it with 3. Okay. Then that makes sense. Because it had air when I got in, but then it all was gone.
Who the hell tries to farm in a desert anyway?
Isn't it a moisture farm?
Well, again, you're not going to find much moisture in a desert. Go out in space, tow a damn comet into the planet. Here, you got water.
Yeah, but it's dirty water. It's got space poop in it.
You can clean it up. Filter systems. Yes, Carlo, your character is suffocating right now in a cryopod because a bird of prey took all your air.
I didn't mean to, Carlo. I just opened the door, all the air came out, and there was no way it didn't fill back up. And no, I didn't open both doors at the same time. The airlock doors, I opened one, went in, closed the door behind me, then opened the next one. And Captain
I think the
Track
moisture
is
farmers
back.
would try to get water.
Welcome back, Captain.
Captain Trek, you're back.
We can't hear you, Captain, if you're talking.
I'm not. Can you hear me now? No.
Yes, we actually did. We heard you now.
Yes, Kronos, I am, and this is not how we farm.
They use moisture farming now to pull moisture out of the air in Africa. Yeah, Deej is a farmer. He should know. Carlos says, unlike to Thomas, unlike Kurdistan, the Krogan leader has his faults, but is worthy to lead us all. Hail Caroga and Birdo Freight 5. Qapla, Carlo. The Techno Union Army? You look like a toaster.
Well, Bradley, if you watched one of my videos from this past fall, you would know that although it was not a prairie runner bird, we don't stop for anything, and we just plow over and smash over skunks and whatever else is in the way.
Poor skunks contaminated the soy harvest this year.
You had soy skunk flavored flakes. Quiet down.
Tim Christ says, Bird of Prey, unlike Kurdistan, Caroga represents. Where was Anti-Tracker today anyways? Yeah. He did his show about nerdy stuff yesterday, and then that was it. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, is this the weekend the old man starts working? No, because he's still doing the church life tomorrow morning. That's his last church life. It's next week.
His last church life was months ago. He don't talk about that stuff.
Well, whatever we call it. He's going to do a stream in the morning called Church Life.
I will say one thing, vet life is better than church life.
What about my church life?
Well, I didn't watch it because I was sleeping.
It was pretty good.
But even after saying all that, I still say hail on Caroga. Because the poor orphans need their ice cones.
Welcome back again, Captain Trey.
Thank you.
Now we hear you.
Good. You know, you could always replicate water or ice.
Do they have replicators?
I don't know. Maybe you could build one. Although you need a lot of poop.
Tim, Bird's church live stream was the weekend that Anti-Trekker took off because he had no internet.
That's what he said.
Yeah, the weekend after the Nashville bombing.
Yep. I say that Bert ought to have more church lives. Yeah. Church ice cream with Bird.
You're roboting a little, Captain.
Yoda
Not
actually
too bad. What'd you say, Deej?
Yoda actually had a lot of hair in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Way more than he had by the time he meets Luke. And then Luke puts on the black outfit and goes all dark side. Because Bird of Prey says only evil Jedi wear black. Bad people wear black. If you don't believe me, go earlier in the stream. Bird of Prey stated it. He stood by his comment.
That's right.
Shouldn't he feel if something happened to him in the Force?
And Jedi Bill is still asleep.
I'm not sucking on batteries, Thomas.
That's why the younglings got all wiped out, people, because Jedi Bill was sleeping and didn't help him.
I don't think Bird of Prey 5 has any 9 batteries to suck on, otherwise he would. Because he likes to suck on hard things, as you said himself.
Lollipops, batteries, 9-volt batteries. Though I'm not sure why he'd be sucking on a 9-volt battery. It would be more like licking the end just to get the tingles. But hey, it's Bird. I don't know.
Some of them have like a cherry flavor.
Okay.
Oh, dear God.
Next up, Bird eats Tide Pods.
No, that's fake news, YouTube. That's a very bad thing to do, children. Don't eat Tide Pods.
Says the man that sucks on cherry-flavored batteries.
Yeah.
Bradley says, give Bird a few D batteries. I'm sure he'll enjoy those.
No, only the 9 volts are the pleasurable ones, because that's the ones you get positive and negative together. Therefore, you get the little tingle out of it.
Like Ray.
Ray gives you a tingle too?
Get another fit.
You heard it here first, folks. 9-volt batteries give a little tingle to Bird like Ray does.
That's right. Ray gives Bird a little tingle.
You know, we should take this show on the road, Bird. We'd be the new Abbott and Costello.
This is turning her on.
And this is what becomes Darth Vader.
They were all guilty. You did nothing wrong.
A crying, sniveling brat becomes Darth Vader, folks.
And now he's going to yell and cause the burn.
Bradley wants it clipped. Bird admitting that he gets tingles from Rey.
Look, she's all into this. She's like, tell me how bad boy you are.
Well, some women love a sensitive bad boy. Hey, look, a Sarlacc pit. There you go, Bird. You need one of them hover around chairs.
That would be helpful.
Until the battery ran out and you go boom.
We just hook yours up so that
Qapla, Professor Brainy Specs.
Maddie's in the chat too.
Hey, Maddie, Qapla. No, I'm never going to let the burn go.
Hello, Professor. Hello, Maddie.
I feel bad. I don't have a stalker.
Why?
I don't know. She said she's stuck in them guys. And I'm back below 600 again. Yay. What a roller coaster ride.
Really, Yoda, you think?
I must be having issues because I get a black circle of death on YouTube. There we go. Finally, it's working again.
Yes, he's watching on the hub.
Well, I know he got the Spanish version because it was smaller. So. No 90-hour live stream, Thomas. I said the most would be at 48 hours once I hit 1,000 subscribers. No, I like Bradley's comment there.
What?
I could see Bird flirting with a chick. She's all I love bad boys, and Bird is, oh, well, I'm really bad at piloting a ship. I'd love to show you sometime.
Yeah. I wouldn't say bad at piloting a ship. Landing, on the other hand.
Yes, Kronos, that dude's a wizard. And yes, Wesley, we are still watching. Sort of.
Every time I watch this movie, it feels like it gets longer and longer.
Wesley says, are you guys still watching? Yes, Wes, the movie's still going.
Well, this is the Spanish version, so soon we'll have a mariachi band pop up. No, man, I made it to 601 yesterday, and then 599. Then it was 600 again. Now it's 599.
I'll be right back again. Deej, you're in charge.
Oh, God. That's it. I'm putting Grogu in charge. Grogu's in charge now. And we'll even do the annoying Grogu. Good Grogu. Okay, that was enough for annoying Grogu. Thomas says Wesley is here. Time to end the stream. Ah, Jar Jar. Sith Lord Jar Jar. And look at squid faces. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa help Empire. And now if we look closely, we'll even see E.T. sitting in the audience, folks. Thomas says Palpatine is a great leader. Alrighty, and we have Anson Mount making clay bowls today. See what happens when you leave me in charge? All things go to hell.
Yeah.
No, Bird is not Palpatine. Bird's back.
Sure.
And I'm back. Sorry about
Okay.
that. Sisso Prey has left the building.
Richie Poole will be sad.
Actor says, Bird of Prey, does Caroga have a seat in the Senate or in the Trade Federation? Caroga is its own empire. And Kronos asks, is Sisso Prey still looking for a Manny? I think she's found a temporary nanny, but if the right Manny came along, she'd probably still be interested. Wesley says Bird should be more like Palpatine.
All right, now the Bird's back, I'm going to run because this movie has melted my brain.
Oh, sorry, Deej. Thank you for staying.
So if anybody else, you got 3 other people down that can be in charge next time. But you guys all have one.
Take care, Deej.
You too.
Thomas is Bird of Prey. Caroga was sending a senator, but the ship hit the moon and he didn't make it. I think he was killed. It was a fake. It's a fake.
Yeah.
Carlo says if he only lived in New York.
Losing a lot of people off the panel.
We'll be okay. His head got ripped off. That's funny because he doesn't have a head anymore. And now they're going to put a wrong head on his body.
Later, Deej.
She can just float out. Like that wouldn't have killed her. Oh, she said it. That is very weird. Hakeem says, Bird of Prey, will you ever do a Rebels or Clone Wars watch along? Probably not, Hakeem. Resolute Germ is doing a Clone Wars watch along. No, you could check his out. Professor Brainy Speck says, life sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Professor. This movie's not going to make you feel much better, though. Ah, they said it. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, do you like Genesis and their weaponry? Genosis and their weaponry? I have no idea what Genosis is.
Geonosis. It's, I think, one of the other planets.
I'm not familiar with Geonosis. Sorry.
The planet they are on is Geonosis.
I'm not particularly impressed with the planet nor their weaponry.
Everyone's just embarrassed for you now.
They clearly took this from Starship Troopers.
If anyone wants to know, the Buffalo Bills have won. They're moving forward.
Who won? The Buffalo Bills? The only New York team?
They snapped the 24 season drought of win playoffs.
Wow. If only I cared even a little bit. Take care, Kronos.
Take care, Kronos. If you haven't subbed to my channel yet, hope you do. I guess you're not a Bills fan, Resolute Germ. Okay, let's.
Oh, so Mandalorians had that fire. And they forgot.
Those are the weapons that they're asking you about.
Carlo asked, do any of the Jedi die in this fight? I don't think so. Judge Marcos is a bunch
A
of
lot
them
of
do.
Jedi do. There's a lot of Jedis that die. His uniform must be Beskar if it survived that.
I was gonna say, if his uniform's Beskar, it's not gonna do anything. Resolute Germ says Hulu has a watch party now. Awesome.
Greetings.
Hey, Wesley.
Welcome back, Wesley.
I have come back. Alright, so you guys are near the end of the movie? That's cruel and unusual punishment to animals, or something like that.
And you should have just cut off its head.
I mean, it was just hungry.
I guess they didn't have PETA in a galaxy far, far away.
No, Jedi just don't care. Jedi make up their own rules. But see, R2 was a good friend of C3PO, trying to give him back his body.
Carlo says Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Berto Prey might eat the out-of-date spam. Mom will pray safe for him. When he reviews Futurama, tune in to find out.
Here comes the clones. Imagine being one of the clones. You're like, what the hell is that small green guy trying to tell us?
They're just blowing up droids. There shouldn't be that much blood. There should be a pool of blood around Jango Fett and the Jedi.
They should have named this movie Attack of the CGI Characters. Oh, poor Boba.
Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Sorry I'm late, Bird. This movie is so great. No problem, Daniel. Better late than never.
Kind of like me.
I'm honestly surprised that no one's tried to re-edit that to make it look like they're firing on Star Trek Federation starships.
Hakeem just donated $1.50. Thank you, Hakeem. He says, for the Empire.
So, Bird, after this movie's over, do you have any questions?
Not particularly. I mean, though that kind of looks like it doesn't make sense with Rogue One, but whatever. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Lucasfilm Disney want to use World Between Worlds to create a new timeline that will branch off from the sequel trilogy timeline, and they can do anything they want from there. See, I've heard of people talk about the World Between Worlds, but since it doesn't appear to be in any of the movies, I have zero actual idea what it is. I did see Rogue One, Thomas.
She should have been holding onto the strap harder.
You're already like 100 miles away.
Not 100 miles, but maybe 5.
Daniel says, Bird of Prey. They could bring Mark Hamill back as older Luke Skywalker, and he could be on Coruscant training new Jedi in the Mandalorian timeline or the Favreau Favreau Filoniverse.
I think they're actually going to start filming Obi-Wan in like February or March.
I love Dooku's fighting style with that curved blade. What happened?
I think he accidentally hit the light switch with the laser sword.
It paused for me, the video.
Oh, the video paused for you? It's still playing for me. Should have started again if it paused. Doku looked disappointed. Oh, it's Yoda time. Dooku. And there he has a stick.
I remember when this came out, everyone was surprised of like how much they had Yoda move around.
Why is Yoda's lightsaber so small?
This looks weird when you see them lightsaber Yoda.
Well, look, if you compare how tall Yoda is, his lightsaber's not that small compared to him.
But he should have the same length.
But it is considered a special type of lightsaber that emits a shorter blade.
Daniel says, Bird of Prey, what would you like better? The finale of The Mandalorian, or which do you like better? The finale of The Mandalorian or Cobra Kai? Cobra Kai. I mean, The Mandalorian was a nice show. Cobra Kai is 10 out of 10 top of the line entertainment. Comes around once, twice in a generation, maybe. Hakeem with a $2 super chat says, your STD review was great. I'm still laughing. Oh, thank you so much, Hakeem. And it's the worst quarantine since 2020. There's no rehearsing. I just go off on it. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth.
So bird rant?
No, basically, yeah. When you see one of those reviews, there was no rehearsing. It was just, I watched it. I took a couple of notes, like, don't forget to talk about, the burn or something. And then whatever comes out, like, that's the worst quarantine since 2020. That's just stuff I make up on the spot.
Yeah, I can't get your web page to load at all. I don't know. It's probably something on my end, but
That's weird.
But I know I have internet connection because I'm talking to you.
I put the direct link in private chat if you want to try it there.
Yeah, it keeps telling me no internet.
Huh.
Weird.
Thomas says, Bird of Prey, I hear I need to add quotes from your video. Oh, I still need to do the quotes video. Daniel says it was so cool when Daniel and Johnny beat the crap out of Kreese.
See, if they would have made this episode 1 and episode 2 would have been like in the middle of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I do think that probably would have been better. Take care, Thomas. He's got to go get dinner. No, we're not going to delete Thomas.
Hashtag delete Thomas Potts. I like the scale of all the troopers going into the ship. Like this scene right here, you can just get a sense of how big this army is.
Especially if you're watching this on like a giant screen in the theater. Daniel says, Bird of Prey, what did you say when you saw Kreese? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk spoilers in here, Daniel, because this isn't a Cobra Kai stream. So I don't want to talk about Cobra Kai to unsuspecting people who haven't seen it yet.
People like me. So if they were married on Naboo and that priest or whoever is the witness, then he knows their secret.
They probably had to kill the priest afterwards.
That would have been a good scene. Anakin's like, thanks for marrying us. Lightsaber turns on, stabs him.
Carlos says, Bird of Prey, thanks for the film. Me and my son had a great time with you all. Hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. And don't thank me for the film, of course. I didn't make the film. Thank the cast and crew and George Lucas and all those people.
Directed by George Lucas. Produced by George Lucas.
Screenplay by George Lucas and some other guy. Executive producer George Lucas. Let's see when does Kathleen Kennedy come in?
And about starting episode 7, that's when you see Kathleen Kennedy.
She doesn't have anything? Because, I mean, you see Kathleen Kennedy even in old Indiana Jones films. She doesn't have any credits?
Interesting.
Just, you have to watch the credits.
I'm not saying she'll be a producer, but something in there. I would imagine she's got to be listed somewhere.
Frank Oz as Yoda.
Frank Oz has always been
Daniel
Yoda.
Says Bird of Prey. Hayden Christensen Christensen
Yeah.
will be the Kenobi series. Will be in the Kenobi series, and so will Ahsoka. Do you think we'll see Anakin call Ahsoka ships in the series?
No, Daniel. Just
I honestly
no.
don't have enough info. Robert Rose Jr. says hello there, Berto Prey, Mo Prey, and Ceci Qapla. Robert Rose Jr. Daniel says, do you think Kathleen Kennedy is hot? No, I don't think she's hot. She's not the ugliest woman in the world, but she's not hot. Maybe 20, 30, 40 years ago. I don't know what she... I mean, she wasn't bad in Indiana Jones as a dancer.
You want to know all the movies that she's been producer of, Bird? Kathleen Kennedy?
Not particularly. But we got nothing else to talk about if you know them.
Yeah. She was producer of E.T., the Extraterrestrial, The Color Purple, The Money Pit, Empire of the Sun, Always, Arachnophobia, Hook, Jurassic Park, Alive, Milk Money, The Indian in the Cupboard, Congo, Bridges of Madison County, Twister, A Map of the World, Snow Falling on Cedars, The Sixth Sense, Jurassic Park 3, AI, Artificial Intelligence, Seabiscuit, Munich, War of the Worlds, Diving Bell and the Butterfly, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Adventures of Tintin, Warhorse, Lincoln, and then, of course, Star Wars, Force Awakens, Rogue One, Star Wars, Last Jedi, Solo, The Star Wars Story, The Mandalorian, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and the fifth Indiana Jones movie she will be producer of.
The list.
What do you think about all that?
No, I'm not terribly surprised. She's spent her life in Hollywood.
What does a producer do?
T-Berg says Pelosi is the ugliest woman to look in your window. Probably true. Although Hillary's pretty close.
Oh.
Imagine what AOC is going to look like in 40 years.
She's going to be a crazy Catwoman.
Her teeth and her eyes keep getting bigger.
You see the Simpsons episode where Lisa needs braces and they do the computer rendering of what she'll look like without them. And like 2 years, and like by like 20 years, there's a tooth going through her forehead or something. It's just like total monster. So next week, I was figuring we would do a little bit of a comedy. The original National Lampoon's Vacation, where they go to Wally World. And then the following week, we'll finish up with episode 3.
Okay.
This way we have a little break in between Star Wars movies. Although we had a really good crowd today. We had 30 plus people for most of the movie. Not that a lot of people were speaking, but they were here watching. So that's cool.
I hope I can be
I was
here
talking for most of the movie.
Yeah, no. I mean, talking in chat. Carlos says, I need to get more ice to replace the air bird left escape from the station. Birds flying is okay, just a landing.
Carl, what are you talking about? Bird's Landing is absolutely perfect.
And Daniel says, Bird of Prey, I saw that episode of The Simpsons. Yes. When Lisa's the teeth coming out of her head. Yeah. And I was like, ew, how is she still alive? And Bart says, cool, she's a freak. It was a great episode. Were you about to say something positive, Candor? I'm sorry.
Bring the thing.
I was gonna say that Parlor is #1 app right now. By the way.
#1 app. How isn't it been suspended?
Well, yeah, it's been suspended on Google Play.
I thought it was suspended from Google Play and Apple.
Well, it's #1 on Facebook. No, it's #1 on the App Store. It's still on Apple.
It's still on Apple's App Store. It's #1.
It's #1.
Good for them. Hopefully, Google changes its mind.
Google Play suspended it or dropped it, whatever. Just like they suspended Trump's account and Facebook suspended his account and whatever else is going on.
Yeah. Whole bunch of BS is going on.
Can you get Parler for PC or not?
You can just go to the website parlor.com
okay.
and use it in your browser like Twitter you would use in your browser. Which I do have a Parler account. It just we're at the point where so many more people are on Twitter and Twitter works better. And I know I hate Twitter, what they stand for. And if I had the option of contacting people over Parler or Twitter and the same people were on both, I would use Parler. But the reality is for right now, most of the people I need to speak to are still on Twitter. I do hope more people move over to Parler and then I'll use it more. But they had a lot of growing pains yesterday. When everybody was leaving Twitter to go to Parler, they were down a good part of the day. Keyberg says the president called down to Georgia. He was looking to make a deal. He was far behind and he wanted some votes to steal. That's not how the song goes. Sweet Caroga, says Carlo. Resolute says, yeah, most of you still don't have Parler. Get on that. I got it. I'll be honest, I don't use it. I also have Gab. Now, Gab, why didn't people just use Gab instead of Parler? I don't understand. Gab came years before Parler and works the same way. Why did they need to make Parler? Why don't they just go to Gab? It's shorter to spell. But whatever. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching the movie. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those who came up on the panel. Before we go,
No problem.
Commodore Ty, anything you'd like to say?
Pardon?
Anything you'd like to say before we go?
I just placed my channel in the chat again. If you guys can help me get up to 100 subs, so please, if you haven't already, sub to the channel and share the link with your friends and have them sub too. That'd be great.
Cool. Yeah, definitely, guys. Please sub.
You're not at 100 subs yet?
No, he needs.
It's a slow,
he needs to be at like 1,000
grind.
Oh, I'm subscribed.
I wish, but it's been very, very slow going.
Resolute says Gab doesn't have an app. They used to. They were taken out of the app store, so which is the same thing that's going to happen to Parler. You're going to have to figure out to just use it on your mobile browser because they're not going to allow an app. Positive Candor, anything you'd like to say before we go?
Qapla.
Qapla. Wesley.
I hope I'm available in 2 weeks so I can help give you some better commentary for Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Thank you. I hope you're available as well.
Because I noticed you guys were a little bit quiet watching this movie.
Well, I was watching the movie because I was actually watching the movie. You know, some of the movies that I've seen it 50 times, I don't need to watch it again. But I'll be honest, these movies I haven't seen in such a long time, it's like watching them for the first time. I know the gist of what happens, but the line to line and scene to scene, not so much.
Well, Star Wars is my thing, so I know these movies inside and out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if we were watching Star Trek 4 or something, or 6 or 2, or even for that matter, 1, 3, or 5, sure. But, yeah. Professor Brainy Specs says, until bird hits an asteroid. Hail Caroga, until bird hits an asteroid. Maybe that's what he meant. Professor Brainy Specs, good to see you here. So, Wes, that was all you had to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Qapla all, thank you all for coming. Again, see you tomorrow for 4 more episodes of Futurama. Probably be at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then next week, we will be doing again the original National Lampoon's Vacation, which is rated R. But don't worry, for YouTube, I will censor the appropriate slides. But if you're watching in the screening room next week, it is an R-rated movie. Be aware. Qapla all, bird out.